Hello, I'm David Harper with the BBC News. 41 US states have posted or projected results in the presidential election, but the overall result is still unclear and will remain so for some time yet. Nevada, where the Democratic challenger Joe Biden holds a slim lead, will not resume counting till Thursday. 3 key Rust Belt states, Wisconsin, Michigan and Pennsylvania, have also yet to declare. Both President Trump and Mr. Biden have said they're on course for victory. President Trump told supporters that, as far as he is concerned, he has won the vote, and any attempts to frustrate that victory would be taken to the Supreme Court.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. So our goal now is to ensure the integrity for the good of this nation. This is a very big moment.
He has not presented any evidence of fraud, but Mr. Biden's campaign team described Mr. Trump's attempts to stop the count as outrageous and unprecedented and said it had lawyers standing by. Joe Biden told supporters that the final result rested with the American electorate.
Look, we could know the results as early as tomorrow morning, but it may take a little longer. As I've said all along, it's not my place or Donald Trump's place to declare who's won this election. That's the decision of the American people. But I'm optimistic about this outcome.
As the US has reached a stalemate, Peter Bowes reports on what it means for the country and its institutions.
The uncertainty over the election result and the president's response leaves America in a state of flux. The Biden campaign has described Mr. Trump's statement about trying to shut down the counting of ballots as outrageous, unprecedented and incorrect, a naked effort to take away the democratic rights of American citizens. With no end in sight to the impasse and the prospect of a fight in the courts, this is a nation on edge. Fearing civil unrest, many businesses have boarded up their premises at a time when the country is still struggling with the coronavirus pandemic. With the race for control of the Senate and the White House undecided, jitters will also spread through the financial markets.
And Senate races are proving to be more closely run than opinion polls had suggested. So far, the Democrats, who had been seen as favourites to take control of the upper house, have gained 1 new seat, and that was soon offset by the Republicans taking 1 seat from them. Counting is still underway in several other states. The House of Representatives is expected to stay under Democratic control. Americans are also choosing new governors in 11 states. You're listening to the latest world news from the BBC. Hello, I'm David Harper with the BBC.
Can we go live to Joe Biden?
We can. Here he is.
Brief statement, and I'm sure we'll have more to say later, and either tonight or tomorrow. But let me begin by thanking the press for being here and thanking everyone else. My fellow Americans, yesterday once again proved that democracy is the heartbeat of this nation. Just as it has been the heartbeat of this nation for 2 centuries. And even in the face of a pandemic, more Americans voted this election than ever before in American history. Over 150 million people cast their votes. I think that's just extraordinary. And if we had any doubts, we shouldn't have any longer about a government of, by, and for the people. It's very much alive in America. Here, the people rule. Power can't be taken or asserted. It flows from the people. And it's their will that determines who will be the President of the United States, and their will alone. And now, after a long night of counting, it's clear that we're winning enough states to reach 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners. With all the votes counted, we have won Wisconsin by 20,000 votes, virtually the same margin that President Trump won that state 4 years ago. In Michigan, we lead by over 35,000 votes, and it's growing. A substantially bigger margin and President Trump won Michigan in 2016. Michigan will complete its vote soon, maybe as early as today. And I feel very good about Pennsylvania. Virtually all the remaining ballots to be counted were cast by mail. And we've been winning 78% of the votes by mail in Pennsylvania. We've flipped Arizona and the 2nd District of Nebraska. Of special significance to me is that we've won with the majority of the American people. And every indication is that that majority will grow. We have a popular vote lead of nearly 3 million votes, and every indication is that will grow as well. Indeed, Senator Harris and I are on track to win more votes than any ticket in the history of this country that ever won the presidency and vice presidency. Over 70 million votes. I'm very proud of our campaign. Only 3 presidential campaigns in the past have defeated an incumbent president. When it's finished, God willing, we'll be the 4th. This is a major achievement. This is a major achievement. And it's been a long and difficult campaign, but it's been a more difficult time for our country, a hard time. We've had hard campaigns before. We've faced hard times before. So once this election is finalized and behind us, it'll be time for us to do what we've always done as Americans, to put the harsh rhetoric of the campaign behind us, to lower the temperature, to see each other again, to listen to one another, to hear each other again, and respect and care for one another, to unite, to heal, to come together as a nation. I know this won't be easy. I'm not naive. Neither of us are. I know how deep and hard the opposing views are in our country on so many things. But I also know this as well. To make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as enemies. We are not enemies. What brings us together as Americans is so much stronger than anything that can tear us apart. So let me be clear. We are campaigning as Democrats, but I will govern as an American president.
And that was Joe Biden giving comments in Delaware, saying that very confident they're going to reach the 270, but stressing that it's not yet finalized, talking about the states that he believes he is going to win. Again, votes here in Michigan, in Wisconsin, still not, well, certainly here in Michigan, not yet finalized. Let's just talk to Gary Nordlinger, Professor of Politics, who's with us. What did you make of that? It seemed like Joe Biden deliberately trying to sort of make a presidential speech.
Oh, I think...
Can we go live to Joe Biden?
We can. Here he is.
Brief statement.